Hey everybody, hope you're doing awesome. It is a beautiful day here in the Pacific Northwest, just north of Seattle. Spring has sprung, finally, and it shows. So yeah, it's green, it's sunny for now until it rains again, but hey, that's part of the gig living here, right? So anyway, yeah, I was thinking today that it's been a really long time since I've done any video on songwriting process. And I thought to myself, hey, maybe I'll just do a really quick one again. I didn't really have a topic in mind at first, but one thought that did cross my mind was sort of the importance of tension in songwriting. And what I mean is towing that line between chaos and order. Maybe that sounds a bit pretentious, but I really believe in it. And what I mean is, if you approach songwriting with an extreme amount of order or rigidity, you'll often find you don't have any ideas. You'll find that nothing's coming to you, and then you try to force the issue, and of course it only gets worse. Chaos, on the other hand, can be extraordinarily helpful, and I don't mean living a chaotic, crazy life. I mean approaching songwriting almost like the way a child would approach something, really leaning into serendipity, leaning into, I guess the muse, as you might call it, just having faith in what you're doing. Just trusting that what comes out of you is going to be exactly what it needs to be. The order part is in the discipline, and that's in finishing the song, and which I don't have an issue with. My issue is in getting the recordings done, which I often avoid. I enjoy performing so much, and I enjoy writing so much that I find recording to be a bit more sterile, but I think if I did it more, it would feel more natural the way shows do for me. But anyway, back to my point, towing the line between chaos and order. I think the biggest thing a lot of songwriters struggle with is just letting go. Just picking up their guitar and just saying, I'm just going to play. And I don't mean just haphazardly play and never go anywhere. I mean, maybe start with something simple, as I mentioned before, maybe a chord progression, something that makes you feel, or rather something that draws feelings out of you that might already be there, that allows you to really connect with yourself and maybe whatever you're going through. Or maybe it's just connecting to other people and what they're going through, that people that inspire you. I do that a lot too. I often, I don't want to say I do method act sometimes in my songwriting, but I get inspired by other people and what they're going through as well. And sometimes I'll write from the first person, from their perspective, and often from my own too. It varies. Sometimes it's a combination. That's not really important, though. Going on a tangent. I think what's really important is that you believe in what you're doing fully. Where the doubts come in, where the inner critic comes in when you're trying to write, the anxiety. No, that's not going to help you. What's really going to help you is to, be like a child when you play, and when you're trying to create, particularly. That's often where the ideas are just going to come from the, what they say, I sometimes say I'm reaching into the ether and just grabbing them. They're already there. They're not my ideas. They're kind of they're part of the, collective unconscious, if you want to believe that, or God or the universe, whatever. But I just have to believe that they're already there. The songs are already written. It's like some people, some sculptors would say they're just freeing it from the stone. It's the same with songs to me. Any song I've written I've really liked. The bulk of it is not hard to write, because I don't feel like I wrote it. I mean, we are kind of we're comprised of all of our influences, and that's true, but so are the people that influenced us, the musicians that influenced us. So I try to approach it like, hey, this song's already there. I just need to discover it. It might sound pretentious, but that attitude alone makes songwriting very, much easier and much more fruitful. And that the songs that I write, I feel like they capture whatever it is I'm trying to achieve at that moment. So yeah, that's the chaos portion, and like I said, the order portion is the discipline, and that is saying I'm going to finish the song, even if it takes you a bit. The discipline is important, so you need both. You need chaos and order. Too much of one tends to cause us to flounder. Anyway, I'm almost hitting the 5-minute mark, so I'm going to cut it off here. But I hope you're having a wonderful week. And if you're in the Pacific Northwest area, enjoy the sunshine while we got it.